this thing out of. I pulled this thing out of.
Stop. Are kids allowed to listen to the show before you finish that sentence?
Are kids allowed to listen to our show?
Yeah. Before you say where you pulled that out of.
Whoa. If you're just listening and you're not watching, this thing has a circumference of probably 13 inches.
I know, but I was just seeing that thing about that girl who went through 1,000 guys and she can't figure out who the daddy is now.
Really?
Is she pregnant right now?
I don't know if it's real or not, but I saw it on TikTok that she might be pregnant and she doesn't know who the dad is. No shit, she doesn't know who the fucking dad is.
Yeah, right?
So is this the one that went famous for like doing the? Well, of course. It's probably...
Didn't she say she was gonna do it again with like even more men?
Yeah.
Well, because like girls have been getting arrested in other countries for claiming they're gonna beat it. Like, didn't some girl in like Turkey or something get arrested because she said she was gonna do it?
No idea.
Somewhere like that, I forget exactly.
I have no idea about that either.
This is how a pandemic starts.
Yeah. Yes.
Where were you?
Where was I? I held the fucking camera because Mo wanted to get in on the action.
He was in China.
And nobody called Mike.
I thought you were the fluffer.
No, that must have been some other bald dude that you saw
He
in
was-
the
he
fucking
was-
room with you.
He was a ball spritzer. And with
I-
this is FNAround with Mo, Mike and Joe, whichever one. That way.
I'm Mike. Thank
I
you,
think
Mo.
I'm Joe. Like,
I might be Mo.
really?
Maybe.
Sometimes I just don't know if he's doing it on purpose.
I was just thinking the same
or
thing.
if it's just if it's like a gimmick, like it's a thing now.
It's a thing
like
right
it's
now. Yeah,
Right.
it is.
Or is he just super dyslexic?
It's maybe
Right.
both. It's a bit of both.
It's just the nervousness that hits right, when you're about
Right
to...
when you started off.
Yeah, right when you're about to do a presentation in front of class and you're like, all right, like...
Are you a shy peer?
No.
Okay, I was just wondering. I mean, like, maybe you get stage fright and you're the guy who has to sit there at the game. When the game's going on, you have to wait for every man to leave the fucking bathroom to take a piss.
No, I don't care. He said, I'm going to watch it next time. That was that eye.
No, it's just...
I like how you go there for it. He's sitting there thinking, yeah, he probably is a shy peer. And you're over there,
Right,
he wants to watch me pee.
He does want to watch you
I'm
pee.
just
Did
trying
you see
to...
the look in his eyes?
I'm just trying to think about what he had just said. And, I'm more curious if it's so that you can go to the special stall with the hole cut in it. That's why he's waiting for everybody to leave.
Dude, every time I think of that, remember that movie, It's the Sweetest Thing?
No.
With what, Cameron Diaz and Christina Applegate, where they do the little road trip?
No.
Oh, that was like, that one and Scary Movie were some of my two favorite movies where they had the glory hole scene.
So this is Christina Applegate.
With
so
Cameron
that's
Diaz.
Kelly Bundy, right?
Yeah, Kelly Bundy.
And Reese Witherspoon?
No, Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
And
And
they
Selma,
go to
was it Selma Blair?
and they, not as much, but they go to a glory hole, you say?
Well, they stop at like a gas station,
Uh-huh.
and there's a glory hole, and she's reading this poem going through, and she gets to the point where it like ends up to the glory hole. And
The
she's
poem
like,
stops at the
right,
at a
and
giant
she's like
period.
trying to look through it, like, and you know exactly what happens.
She gets impaled.
Right,
Oh wait, no, that's Scary Movie. Damn it!
not impaled, but like she went pirate on her.
Yar, there be gold in them there black holes. Yar.
Yardy, yar, yar, yar.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, this just got way too silent. You looked like you were about to say something, and you were thinking.
No, yeah.
And then you went, nope.
It's not worth
anymore.
it. No. That's it. Just, we're moving on.
So Joe just got back from a very,
Mar-a-Lago.
very interesting trip.
Yes.
And we're hoping that, some of these trips can turn into some sort of sponsorships or something so that...
Or
Look,
greater
we love
growth for
talking.
us.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we love talking to you guys. We love that it's, like, kind of uninterrupted. But, look, man, this shit ain't free,
No.
right? Like, and, we're not asking you to, like, send us a few bucks here and there to keep the lights on. We're all right, but... we want to grow this thing, and that's how you do it. You got to sell ad space. You gotta hawk. What's
Hawk to it?
No, we're not. We're not doing anything with that. Really.
What, you're afraid they're gonna pull the rug out on you?
Oh, damn it.
The rug is the last thing I'm worried about. It's the drapes I'm worried about. Where were we? Oh yeah,
Mar-a-Lago.
All right, so Joe just got back from an interesting trip to Mar-a-Lago. Joe, can you tell us how this kind of came about at all?
Yeah, it was.
Did you get invited? Did you just show up?
I got invited.
Is there a line outside the door? Is it like going to a club and?
No, if you see what I look like, I just walk right in. No, but here's what's interesting. They do have a full setup outside with Secret Service now, where you have to get checked in. They check your ID.
Oh, sure.
You have to go through in advance to get your name put on a list so they can run your clearance check to see if you're there. And then, like, they want to make sure you're not some extreme left side person because, you don't want to make the club look bad. But, I mean, it was stunning. I'd never been to Mar-a-Lago before. It is absolutely beautiful. Every part of it was beautiful. The only thing that creeped me out, is you've seen his mugshot picture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a portrait like that.
On there?
No. In the men's room in the main floor by the entrance.
So he's watching you pee,
That's
or,
how
is
I
it
felt.
or do you see it in a mirror and then like you turn around?
You
and
look
it's like,
over.
He was a shy
Right, I'm sitting there,
With that
and I look over my right shoulder, sitting right there, and I'm like, wow. And I'm like, that is a power move right fucking there.
So is it like the Mona Lisa where it follows you around the room?
Nah, it
Did
didn't
the
fall
eyes
around.
did the eyes draw anywhere specifically?
Nah.
They don't follow you
But
around. They
I was
follow it
sitting-
around.
I mean, but like, the place was stunning. Like the inlaid gold, the marble. I mean, absolutely top down,
Yeah.
unbelievable. And it was a charity event for a good call for an institution. The Caldwell Institute, put together by Gianno Caldwell, who sadly lost his brother in Chicago area to gun violence. Right.
Okay.
So what he realized is, we have a lot of violence and issues in Chicago, right? And the point of this foundation was to actually, support law enforcement, try and get people to actually get things going, and raise capital to not only start attacking the violence, but actually support the officers and people doing it and bringing like justice. So he went on this whole bender after it happened about like trying to approach politicians, trying to find out why they're actually not trying to like support people and help get violence off the street and doing it. So this whole event was put together. They actually took 22 days. They were originally going to do this event in a couple months, and then everything changed around. In 22 days, they put together this whole event. It got a room full of people. I think it was like almost 200 plus people in there. Set the whole thing up, got everyone down there, and put it all together. Absolutely amazing.
Sounds like a mess for Secret Service.
Well, I wasn't part of Secret Service.
No, I'm just saying, anything done quick.
Like quickly
And-
rushed.
right.
Yeah.
And our governor was there.
Our
Yes.
was at this event at
Our
Mar-a-Lago.
rock star governor.
A rock star governor. Oh, Rod?
Yeah.
Rod was there.
Rod was there.
All right. How's he doing?
He's doing great.
Yeah.
But I thought you'd get a kick out of that because I know we've talked about him doing his musical act. Remember he did it over at Festa.
Oh yeah, he got on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
No
was.
shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then was it John Walsh was there from America's Most Wanted.
Okay.
He was
I
there.
I could see why he would be
Yep.
there.
So it was a great thing. It was set up. They videotaped the whole thing. Then they streamed it on Fox. But great event. They raised a lot of money. I hope it's the first of many. Got to meet a lot of nice networking people. Some people actually heard of our show, which was nice. And listened
In a good
to it.
way?
What?
We've heard of our show in
They
a
heard
good
of-
way.
Yeah, in a good way.
Because we've heard about people hearing about our show, and it's usually
Yeah, it goes either way. But they thought we were funny.
it's
we
usually
were,
the bad way.
right. They
Well,
thought,
The people that are they're on the other side of
Yeah. The ones. That,
Joe's ops, as,
Yep.
as the kids are saying.
the ops.
The ops.
The ops.
No, but I was very interested. I would love to go back. I mean, if I golfed, I would happily go golf, but I'm not a golfer.
Me
but
either, man. I could never. Is it because we grew up like not around golf courses? Because we
I-
went to the schools with the golfers.
You know what's funny? I actually learned how to golf as a kid. I used to golf as a family. We'd go out golf. I'd go with my dad. But, I mean, that was when I was younger. And then, once you kind of hit your growth spurt and grow, like, it just isn't the same as when you learn sometimes. So the swing just doesn't feel right to me anymore.
Does it work out anymore?
No.
Yeah, man. I was never really a golfer, but then so I had I tried playing football in high school early. Because we would play after school
Yeah.
in grade school, and
Right.
I felt like yeah, I'm pretty decent at this. I can catch a ball, I can throw a ball,
Yeah.
I can take a hit. Let me go play football. So that summer, going into freshman year, And the first couple games, I collected about 5 concussions, all unknowing to me because I
Right.
didn't really know what I was doing, like with a helmet on and all that stuff. So like I just went to the trainer's office one day and I was like, yeah, man, I'm getting kind of dizzy every time I get up from a hit. Like the whole world's spinning for like a good 5. Like I don't fall down, but like it's spinning like a good bit to where like I need to catch my bearings before I huddle up again. He's like, all right, no hitting today, and write your name down on my little pad there. I'm like, all right, cool. Next thing you know, like phone call home. You got to go see a neurologist, and MRI, and what did they say? I had something called post-concussion syndrome, right? So like, look, another good hit, and your brain has swelled to basically the edge of your skull.
God damn.
A good hit that pops your brain again. It's got nowhere else to go. You're gonna basically suffocate.
Yeah.
Or we gotta drill a hole in your head to relieve pressure, like shit like that. And I was like, Jesus. What were we talking about with that?
It's a concussion.
Yeah.
It's hitting itself today.
It's a little swelled
Why
up.
did I go off on that tangent?
You just golf.
Oh, so I was a football player, and
Hey, we all got
We
it.
went from Mar-a-Lago to golf to I got hit in the head.
Yeah.
right. So and now you see why.
Billy
I
Ray,
have a
wasn't
little
it Billy Ray?
Fresh fried taters.
No, from Varsity Blues.
I don't want your life. They scammed my cat. Scammed my cat. They scammed my cat, and they found a bunch of fucking shit. So my dad thought it would be, I don't know if he thought it was funny or serious, but that Christmas I got maybe half a set of golf clubs, like I don't know, like a bag and like a few clubs in it, like a starter set, and then I just thought it was like, oh, fuck this, De La Salle started a rugby club that spring, and I got in, and I even went, like I had to go get cleared by a doctor, and the cool thing was like they didn't have helmets, I didn't have helmets, nobody's hitting head to head in rugby,
Right.
so I never got hurt. Again. Excuse me. But then the problem was I didn't really want to play golf. So now I get to college and everybody fucking plays golf. Nobody, though, wants to hang back long enough to teach anybody else how to fucking play.
You know what we
Everybody
should do?
goes play golfing. They want to do their game. They don't want to be held back by some
A newbie.
asshole. And I was
Yeah.
the asshole. So
Yeah.
I never continued.
Why don't we maybe start with a virtual golf place for us on the virtual
Well,
thing?
like Top Golf kind of deal?
No, like a virtual one where you're inside, and then we go from there to the
Top
Top Golf, which is the outside. I was thinking more inside because
I
it's
got-
still kind
Top
of
Golf
cold
is
out.
a simulator.
Yeah, the simulator one.
Right.
And then Top Golf is the one where you're on the big driving range, you hit it and you try and hit the buckets and all that, and the giant things out in the field.
Oh.
And then maybe we'll try around if you
Yeah.
guys want this summer.
Yeah, maybe
I'm
we
down
get to
for
that. I mean,
that.
Yeah.
I don't
If-
have clubs. I couldn't tell you whatever the fuck happened
I
to
think
them.
mine are in the closet, aren't
They went to.
I think I still have mine in the closet
I
down
don't know.
here.
I know
No idea.
they traveled with me to school at
Yeah.
some point. I don't remember what happened to them.
I might be missing a 99 or something.
I mean, you and I are about the
sometimes
same
I use
height.
them for
We
other
should- we
stuff.
could
Yeah,
probably use
I'm
the
pretty
same
much sure
clubs.
we're all pretty close in height. We could
For-
probably
for
use the
other
same ones.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think Mo's kind of short though. I think he gives off similar height. But
And then most places have clubs
What do
you
you
can
mean?
use anyway or rent.
To you?
no, for the clubs. You think
Huh?
you could use it? You think you're about Joe's height and
No, I'm shorter than Joe for sure.
right? And that's
Yeah.
what.
That's what he just
Oh.
said.
Oh no, I didn't hear what he like.
The hair throws
the
it off.
question
You know when you
before
have
that.
hair, people think you're taller.
No, I'm like fucking
got
4 inches shorter than you. What are you talking about?
got a
It's
lot
like
of
almost
it.
a half
Yeah.
a foot shorter.
Yeah,
How
but-
tall are you?
6'2".
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
What?
I didn't realize you were that much taller than me. I mean,
For-
I'm 5'9", and I don't feel like I look up to you.
No.
Like I have to be like this.
I don't know.
6'2".
I always thought you were
But
taller
we
than
all,
that actually.
but we also don't get nose to nose.
Yeah.
Like
Not nose to nose, but I mean we get pretty
I
close
thought-
to docking
I
distance.
thought you were
Yeah.
like around 6'3" personally. I'm at 5'11".
okay.
Just gonna let that one go, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Not even gonna go there. Not even gonna go there.
Damn it.
But when the three of us are together, we're all so close.
Yeah.
Because it's about 2 to 3 inches between each of us. That's why.
Yeah, we're like the Blue Angels.
Just the tips.
Well, I was talking about the close proximity and
So it's I, the little
and
wingtips.
not crossing streams.
I was talking about the wingtips.
Wingtips. But
Yeah.
you're not supposed to touch.
Exactly. Just the wingtips.
No tips. That's Blue Angels.
They get close.
If we're playing just the tips, we're playing a different game.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking like I'm watching this guy. Look, the wingtips are almost touching.
Right? Almost,
Yep.
but not.
Joe, do you want him to be touching? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm good on that one.
Yeah.
Dude, no one's gonna touch with you anyway. It's like fucking don't mess with a Zohan. You're all bush.
It's just a tip. What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's all anyone's ever seen.
Yup.
But
80% of his body's covered in pube hair.
shawarma meat.
It's like shawarma.
But it was great. I mean, I had
To throw this
as I was
guy in a
saying-
spit, throw him in a fucking window, you wouldn't even tell the difference when you're spinning around.
Oh yeah. Oh man. But event was great.
Google shawarma if you didn't get the joke.
Yeah.
My
And,
fucking joke can land.
Our lovely Brittany from Brittany and Co. got made the deputy executive director of the charity now. So she'll be doing the next events, and we'll probably be hearing more about them.
Cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, very cool.
Good for her.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll be able to check them out next time too.
yeah. I
Maybe.
mean, who knows where they'll be or
Yeah.
what's going on? But I mean,
Yeah.
I know she was just talking about another event. We were just talking about it earlier that we'll be going to in the Chicagoland area in the next couple
sure.
months for another lovely political event. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
we love politics. We love talking about what's going on. I mean,
No, we don't love politics.
I love politics.
We love to
I don't know.
fucking talk shit about politics.
Exactly. By the way,
Which is a love
speaking
in
of that,
itself.
did you guys see the Zelensky interview?
I've seen parts of it. I have not seen the
Yeah,
whole
I
thing.
saw parts of it. I didn't sit down and watch the whole thing, but
It was interesting. Let's say that.
Are you gonna talk about how like Vance and like Zelensky were at each other's throat type of thing, or?
No reason to
No.
talk about the whole world saw it. I was just
Yeah.
curious if you guys saw it.
Yeah, no, I just saw the
yeah,
clips of
man. I
it,
mean,
like-
I thought it was a little. Look, I could have told you Zelensky was going to go in there and do what he did.
Yeah.
All right, because they went and had a meeting and didn't even invite them. Right. Not only that, but then and then I'm not saying he, but fucking the extreme Republicans are trying to say that fucking Ukraine started this shit. And it's like whoa. When the fuck did that change? When did it suddenly become this is now Ukraine's fault?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to answer that one, but I don't like how they're switching everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, as I always said, we know what side I sit on. We know I vote for
Right.
my Republicans. I'm on that side.
Right.
But a tiger, I'm going to call a tiger out when I see a tiger, right?
Yeah.
Like, if your stripes, your stripes. I don't care what side of the field you sit on. I don't care what you do. Like, we talk about my LinkedIn poetry when I do my bill writing. I don't just attack Democrats. You write a bad fucking bill, I'm going to call it a bad fucking bill.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't care what side of the party you sit on.
Right.
Dude, a politician's a politician. If you fuck
Right.
around, we're going to fuck around with you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say it how it
Absolutely.
is. But I will tell the reason I was bringing it up, and it wasn't for the speech, but I was asked this. I don't want to say by who, but it was funny. It goes, can you believe Trump called out Zelensky for how he dressed up, but no one calls out Musk for never wearing a shirt? So
Yes,
before
yeah.
I give my answer, do you guys have an opinion on that?
I think that they both should dress up. I think that they're both like in the wrong with that. Honestly, I feel like if you're gonna hold a certain representation for whatever the fuck it is you're in,
Mhm.
you should all have to have the same respect amongst each other.
What about you?
Yeah, look, respect the office, respect where you are, right? You left a war zone, you're not coming into one,
Right.
Yeah.
right? But I also get that he's got to play his part as the wartime president, and that's why he dresses the way he dresses.
Right.
He got the more tactical looking uniform on. But yeah, I mean, look, honestly, I mean, this is kind of my feeling when it comes to just about anything with politics is, as long as the guy is my guy, it's okay for him to do whatever he wants. The other guys can't do whatever they want,
Yeah.
even though it's the exact same thing,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Now, it's not the exact same thing. Personally, I think Musk has zero respect for the office, for our history as a country. Yeah, absolutely. I think we've got a lot of fat in the government that absolutely needs to be trimmed out. It doesn't cost $10,000 for a fucking hammer. I understand that.
It is kind
Did
of
you
weird.
watch the video where the guy was holding up the bag like the washers and something? He goes,
Oh no, my thing comes from Independence Day.
yeah.
Where the dude's dad is like, when they're like, "Where do you get the funding from this?" And the dude's dad, "What are you talking about?"
It's been the American joke since like forever.
Yeah.
Right, and look, and it's an ongoing thing because, the Pentagon repeatedly fails audits and can't tell where money goes, yet all the hawks who say we can't let a single dollar leave our defense budget, okay, then where the fuck is this shit going, right? So yeah, get rid of all, I don't care who gets doged at this point. Like, absolutely everybody who just got hired, absolutely fire them all, right? You don't need them,
Couldn't
right?
agree more.
A lot of these things you don't need. You could easily fill civilian positions with active military people that are not in active military zones.
As I say right now, our country is a company on the brink of bankruptcy. We're trying to keep the lights on. You can't keep the lights on while you're running all these unnecessary expenses. Yes, some of these are great causes, and people need this. But for that to be there in the future, right now, everyone's got to make some sacrifices to keep the fucking lights on. And
Right. No, I don't agree with the chainsaw mentality taken to it. I did see the interview or the first cabinet meeting thing where, Elon admits, hey, yeah, we're going to make mistakes. We accidentally turned off Ebola prevention. Like, that's fucked up.
How do you accidentally turn off Ebola prevention?
Because you gave them the keys to the fucking house and they can do absolutely anything they want. So they're flipping switches to see what lights go on and off.
That's one of the fucking issues that I've seen
Exactly.
is Elon whether he loves the U.S. or not, shouldn't be anywhere near the fucking office. Just period. He's not
Right.
a U.S.
Look,
fucking citizen. Is he a U.S. citizen right now at all?
He is. He is a U.S. citizen, but he wasn't.
But he wasn't born here. Right.
He was
He's-
South African.
Right.
Exactly.
He's been here. He's been a citizen for like 10 years.
I will say though, for the respect to the office, kind of going back to how you guys went on, I get what you mean for the respect to the office, but for me, he's showing that he's not a politician, he's not part of the system, and he's still being himself. So even though he's there and he's operating, by not sitting there in the suit, he's showing he's not part of the institution in place, and he's outside the system. So when I see him like that, with Elon in the office like that, I think he's showing he's not becoming one of the guys in the politicians in the suit. He is outside the system and he's not under their...
Right. I've always been the guy that doesn't wear a suit.
Correct.
I've never been a guy to wear...
How many times do I...
Right.
I hate fucking wearing my monkey suits.
Right.
Absolutely
Right, no,
hate. And I do it when I have to.
Right.
Like when I did the event, I did black on... I showed you. I did black on black on black. So I'm at a black tie event. The only thing white on me was my lapel pin and my skin. Like everything else, pitch black.
So with that then, why hold any meetings in or around the Oval Office? Why do anything then like over there if you're not a part of that? You're
gonna tell the president to come to your office?
Well, I mean,
no.
Having a meeting is having a meeting still,
Right.
though. Like you could.
But
you could
it's
invite
like
somebody
it's
over
about the
somewhere,
media and
but-
the press, but
Right.
it's also showing the message that he's not part of the system.
Yet he does... He pontificates from within...
Yes.
the heart of said system.
Correct.
And that's
yes, you're a part of it now. You gave the guy $150 million or whatever to his campaign, and all of a sudden he stops talking shit about electric cars, and now you guys are best friends, and your kid's rubbing boogers on his desk.
But it was funny. So when I was first brought up with the thing, the first thing I wanted to say is I didn't hear anyone complain about what Monica wore in the office.
She was professional. She wore a dress.
I thought
She
the
didn't wear
floor did.
How'd it get a stain? Where'd she get a stain? on the dress.
I love the fact that you actually got that joke, even though it's not even your generation.
Doesn't happen
everybody
often.
knows about that, right?
What about the cigar? You think that tasted good?
The cigar. Wait, there was a cigar there. What is
Oh.
that? Is that
No, he
no?
doesn't know
That's
about
a
the
blowjob.
cigar.
Well, he
Is it a
doesn't know it.
blowjob thing or that's a cigar?
No, it's an actual cigar.
Yeah.
What do you mean? No, I didn't know about the cigar.
He finished.
He did the cigar in her.
He put it
Like
Yeah.
what?
and then smoked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
As fuck.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
And that came out at his impeachment
Yeah.
hearing where he didn't get
Oh
impeached.
shit.
Right.
Welcome to a
Holy
president
shit.
of our United
Yeah.
States.
Yeah, I mean, you think I have any problem no, not at all. I have no problem making fun of any politician for,
It doesn't matter
any
which side.
reason. It's just,
Hey, that's some G shit.
I mean, honestly, there was that one John Travolta movie, Primary Colors, that was loosely based off of his campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there were all kinds of cover-ups, and like he would disappear and like show back up, and people didn't want him to come back. And, like,
God damn.
Speaking of characters based on famous stories, I met Kelsey Grammer.
Oh yeah, I saw you
Fraser?
in the picture with
Yeah,
the
I
Kramer.
saw that.
Yeah,
I saw
that's
that
cool.
on
I was
the
talking to
thing.
him and said hi, and the reason it made me think of that, it reminded me because he played the boss when he was Mayor Tom Kane in Chicago, based on the boss.
I remember that.
They did an
I
HBO. They did an
remember
HBO
that,
miniseries
yeah.
about a corrupt politician that ran Chicago
Uh-huh.
and was super corrupt and dirty, and it was played by Kelsey Grammer.
No shit. Oh damn. Okay.
I remember that. It
And I
was
did
like,
tell him he's still my favorite Beast.
he's still your favorite Beast?
Yeah, X-Men.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. He was the
Because
Beast.
he was
Wasn't
X-Men.
he? Oh,
Yeah, he
yeah.
was the Beast
Yeah,
in
he was-
X-Men.
yeah.
He was Mayor Tom Kane, Dr. Fraser Kane, Sideshow Bob, and of course, Blinky from Troll Hunters, if you watch that Guillermo del Toro cartoon, which actually is amazing.
Yeah,
if
no,
you're
it was-
into
it was really
That was
good.
a great
Yeah.
show.
can't say I saw that one.
I didn't think you would as a cartoon, but it's like an adultish cartoon,
Yeah,
you'd say?
Because like I've seen like Pan's Labyrinth, and I've
Yeah,
seen some
which
other.
Is, which is you never expect this from because it's kind of kiddish, but
Mhm.
it's really well written with a great plot and story.
Cool.
Yep. It's a lot of shows and it ends with the movie. It's like 7 seasons and then a movie.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
You almost had me, and then.
But it's
you
here's the
didn't.
thing. But
You
it's
lost
like
me.
10 episodes or so
I
a
haven't,
season.
I haven't seen like the whole show.
And
I've
it-
seen,
what
like,
it-
Oh,
little
you're
it-
saying you want me to start it with you?
Yeah,
I mean,
you-
we could. Yeah,
yeah.
me and you will watch it together. We'll have
Because-
show dates.
But it's like what it is it's they overlap so people didn't realize.
Yeah.
So it's 3 different versions of the same story from different angles and different
Oh, shit.
people. And it's all happening at the same time. So you're not spread over 7 years. It all happens in this short period.
Right.
But you're seeing 3
Pulp
different.
Fictioned it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
pretty cool
it's
though,
fantasy
actually.
world. So
Yeah.
it's different types of species. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it is.
You're like laughing.
How was he though? Without meeting him.
Super nice,
Yeah.
super friendly. With his family, so didn't go too much
Right.
into it, but super nice. I like.
He was there for the event too.
No, that was at the hotel.
Oh, you just
Okay,
saw him.
all right,
at,
right
At
into
the
him.
hotel.
Right into him. That's
Did
all
you
right.
stay at Mar-a-Lago? Was that
No.
because you have to be invited to spend
You
the
have to
night
be a
there,
member.
right?
Yeah, and invited.
Okay.
Oh damn.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I would have loved to.
Right. No, I'm just I know nothing about it.
Yeah, I mean,
One of the reasons I tend to vote.
It's things that us normal people have never done.
right.
Yeah, I mean, one of the
So
reasons I
I
tend
went
to
to the
vote more
gift shop,
blue is
right?
I
So
don't.
my mom collects lapel pins everywhere we go in
Okay.
our family. We get her a lapel pin, like different
Nice.
cities, different states, different. Right? So I went to the gift shop. I'm like, oh, let me get her a lapel pin, right? And it's kind of cool because it's like usually one of the cheapest things and everything.
Yeah.
What do you think it costs for a lapel pin?
I was saying like $50.
$90.
42, but yeah.
All right, I was all right.
Right. I was like,
Goddamn.
I'm looking at it like 42 for a lapel pin. I mean, yeah, of course I still got it, but it was like one of those ones where I didn't expect that, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
knew it was going to be expensive, but I'm still thinking like, okay, maybe
Like
probably
$15, $20.
No, I'm thinking like 30,
$30,
like
alright.
because normally they're like 10 to 15.
Okay.
Back in the day, it was like $2-3, right?
Yeah, but also you got to consider your environment.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Not, not only like the obvious, but the fact that you're at a country club, an uppity country club in South Florida, like that's what it's gonna, that shit's gonna be like.
yeah.
Those people don't give a fuck about
Yeah.
dropping.
I mean,
that
they
dough.
have golf carts going around with Secret Service right now.
No, I'm sure. I get it. And
Honestly, if
And
they
it's-
sell the lapel pins for like $10-$15, they probably wouldn't have even touched them ever.
Yeah.
The fact that it was $42 is probably enticing.
see, and
enough
that's
for
what
them
I'm
to wanna get
wondering.
it.
Was he 42nd president? Is it?
Trump?
No. I'm just wondering if
No.
I could see them pricing
I can
it
see them
to
doing
be
that too, but no.
symbolic of like, oh, is he 40? Was he 42 or 43 or?
I thought
You know what-
45, 47?
I forget, whatever.
Oh, you're talking about with
Right, I thought the pricing
Yeah, I
of
thought
the
it was
lapel
45
pin
and 47.
might have been tied to like the number, what
Yeah.
president number he was.
Right.
Yeah,
But I
I thought
don't
it was
remember.
45 and 47.
Okay, I just know it was 40s, and
Yeah.
I don't remember the
Which
exact
number was
numbers.
exactly it?
Right. You know, which I'm okay with
Did,
not knowing the answer.
Did Disney make another wax sculpture of
I
him?
thought they were removing them all.
Did they? They're like,
I thought
yeah,
they
fucking
removed
Trump
them,
won
didn't they?
twice, take him out.
I heard
And
they
I
were.
thought they're shutting down the whole thing.
I heard
Are
they
they
were
really?
they were
Yeah.
remodeling or something. When I want to say the article I read, it like it starts out like making you think like it's completely going away, but it
Yeah.
like really wasn't, or
Okay.
you know, something like that, where it was
Like
like
where the title's really misleading, and then you
pretty
read
much
into
like
it,
there's
you're
zero
alright.
contact. You know,
Yeah.
like the title takes what happens in the article out of context,
Right.
pretty much. And you're like, oh, okay, well,
It's a clickbait title.
sort of,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's what I think it was from what I remember, but it's like Joe's got a little more eidetic
Yeah.
memory on it. He really wants to talk. Go, Joe.
Oh no, that was good. I was letting you go. I was just gonna make a joke about I went to Starbucks today, and have you guys been to Starbucks recently?
No. I haven't been like 2 years, I think.
Fuck no, like
So-
like into an actual brick and
Yeah.
mortar. No.
So I was there today. I was waiting in line, and the person in front of me was getting his coffee to stay, right?
Yeah.
And they were having a conversation about it, and the person, like,
Look at this guy's fucking stutter.
I
You
know.
didn't know.
her name tag said they them, so I was like trying to figure out how to fucking go about it.
You gotta say this, they.
So they were right.
Right. I don't even know how to do it. But
The employee was.
the employee was having a conversation with the gentleman in front of me, and he was getting his coffee here, and the employee was the employee was asking if they wanted a glass mug, and explaining that they're going to move back to the idea of the coffee shops from the 90s and rebuild the atmosphere, and Starbucks is going to do this spin back to that old school feel,
Oh, like ceramic mugs and shit.
and that's what they're starting and testing.
They're gonna start taking down the mom and pop shops. That's what I just heard from that.
Yeah,
That's what I just heard from that.
But I
'cause
wanted to
mom
know
and
your-
pop shops are like
Did
that.
you expect that from a Starbucks?
No, I didn't expect that from there, and I don't know if I like that actually.
That's what I wanted to bring up because
I think it's them trying to claim that they're returning to their roots.
Right. No. Well,
As like
but
a like a grungy, like a
more
a good-
hipster,
a-
friendly type of
a setting for
yeah.
a Friends episode
Yeah.
kind of a thing.
that's
Right.
exactly in my head when I was picturing
Yeah.
the Friends episode.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
that's what I think they're going for.
But
But they
the other-
have a lot of like mom and pop coffee shops that
The-
are
the other
just
thing that
like
popped
that,
in
and
my
I think
head,
it's gonna
though,
be
is
fucking them over.
Do any of them even have the ability to wash that many glasses? like think how small they are and how like set up they are. They only have the blenders that they usually do. So how many? What are they gonna do?
Oh,
Bring in old sinks and stuff and like 3 basin things?
Well, I mean, they still have to clean their blenders,
right,
and
but
spoons and shit that they use to
think
make
about
the coffee.
that compared to actual glasses.
Oh no, they're gonna need like
they'll-
some sort of like a
Full
bar
Look,
sink
this-
that they
right.
dump
So
glasses
they'll
into.
probably what they'll do is they'll probably shut down a few shops around the areas and then remodel the kitchen area to make that work, to add in like the sinks, and depending on if they're actually going old school with it
And what it's gonna
putting in like the original coffee technology in there that like that they would have it instead of like the newer stuff where like
Here, I
'cause-
got your answer right here.
Yeah.
The little ones are gonna remain express,
Oh, nice.
Oh,
right?
that might be. Yeah,
and
I
then
can
the
see that.
bigger ones, the ones where like
They'll
you know
probably
you
do
can
fancier
snake a
ones.
line inside the place.
Yeah,
Those will be the ones where they add like the couches and the
yeah, I
you know.
could see them doing
But
that.
I'm
But-
sitting there like, this
We're
is
giving them ideas,
Starbucks.
shut up.
This is supposed to be in, out, fast, quick, and I'm sitting here waiting 5 minutes for them to finish having a story about what they're changing Starbucks to. Like, it's going to be personable now. Like, we're going to have to find a faster place to get fucking coffee.
Dunkin' Donuts, unless Dunkin' Donuts decides to do it.
No, Dunkin' Donuts does not want to talk to you.
I don't
No.
think.
I've never been at a Dunkin' Donuts where they wanted to like
Right,
Have a conversation.
Right, they just get it.
They
Go.
don't
Get
even
it,
want
go.
you to ask them what the
Half-
donuts are.
Half the
You know?
time, they throw in whatever the fuck it is. They're like, here, get the fuck
No,
out.
no,
And
you
it's just-
you point at Dunkin' Donuts. It's like when you travel abroad and you don't speak the language, you point to the menu. This one, this one, at the donut shop. No, that one. Like, up one, to the right.
You're basically explaining how I bought your vapes today.
Probably.
Was it at a Dunkin' Donuts?
No. Well, I mean, we're the same owners.
Oh.
Where's Chandy when you need him?
So I love to give you guys my updates. on what's going on with my case, so I thought you guys would get a kick out of this.
Yeah.
So all the evidence was due yesterday, right? All evidence for the case. They sent over a privilege log, privileging everything, saying we're not getting anything. They privileged our own tax returns.
Okay, so correct me if I misremember this, but from what I remember, a judge really let them fucking have it for playing games like this before.
So the judge hasn't ruled on it yet. It was just this was the deadline to get in by, right?
Mm-hmm.
We go in March 10th for the next day, but they put a privilege on a company partners in, right? Yeah. So you have to give over tax returns. It's mandatory by law, state and federal. And they privilege tax returns, which is a federal and state level felony now. What the fuck is going on?
They don't want you to know where their money's going, for one. That's what it sounds like. Sounds similar to somebody else that we were just talking to a second ago, and everybody wants to pretend like it never happened, but we don't know who he owes money to.
Hunter.
Oh, you think they use the same dealer? You think they shared a? Do you think they shared a plane to Epstein's Island?
I think they share a bathroom.
Glory hole.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's got what side?
I don't want to know. That's a tip game, probably.
Just.
Do we just circle every joke back into one?
I mean, we were told that we were very centered on that kind of thing, didn't we?
Yeah.
Were we?
I don't know.
Somebody said that. I can't remember who. I feel like it's just like burning in my brain somewhere.
Just like that burning, painful feeling.
Oh no, yeah, but somewhere else.
You know, there's probably medicine for that nowadays.
Wait, hold on a sec. What are you talking about?
The same thing we talk about every time you go to the bathroom. We gotta sit back here and put our earplugs in.
Oh, it's Vicks.
Vicks?
Yeah, the vapor rub. You put it in a sensitive area, really fucking burns.
Oh, God, that's...
How many times have you switched that for lube when you're drunk?
Dude, I mean, never on accident. We did have a buddy in high school though that he legitimately came to the lunch table one day before I transferred to your school, and this guy got an appropriate nickname for this, but he literally came to the lunch table one day and was like, we're all talking, he's like, you guys ever tried to jerk off with fucking Vicks vapor rub?
What the fuck?
Our reaction. Our exact
There
reaction.
is no other reaction
Yeah, right.
to that, but what the
So
fuck?
from what I remember, for a few more lines, he tried to like sell it a little longer
How can you sell that?
with like some sort of maybe the dude was into the burn. I don't know, but we're all like, look, dude, putting that shit anywhere near like my eyes, and I'm like,
It's burning the fucking...
Smelling this shit makes me burn. Like,
and like it's not something you could easily like clean off.
right.
Yeah.
Like the shit starts to penetrate your skin like a meat. Like I couldn't imagine. So he went a little further, and he was like, well, you got to warm it up so that it's not so thick, so he could get a good, less grip.
Viscosity?
There you go. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was waiting for that.
What the fuck?
I looked over at him. I was about to say something. He beat me to the punch.
Why? What the fuck?
Well, because the new generations, they're like making everything simpler.
What the fuck can I read?
I don't know. Do you even know how to do cursive?
No.
See?
Hey, but to be fair, the year that I was supposed to learn it in the school that I was going to, I moved, and the school that I moved to learned it in the last year before. So
how
I
do you
skipped
read?
it completely.
So how do you know how to read the
shut the fuck up for a
Constitution?
second.
I actually
Wait, both of you
You-
guys,
you
shut the
can-
fuck
you
up.
can
Hold on,
puzzle?
shut up. Shut your face.
Fuck you. You can puzzle the fucking letters.
Shush your mouth. Shush it.
puzzle it.
So we aptly nicknamed him Vix for the remaining time that we hung out.
Are you saying we went on a tangent?
No, I just wanted to make sure that we finished this one because I was right there at the
Oh,
end.
so you didn't want another buffalo chicken dip?
Okay, yeah. So I didn't want a buffalo. Yeah, we didn't want a buffalo dip situation.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna say from now on when we go on a tangent. Like,
Sure. Well, if we-
buffalo dip, buffalo
Right.
dip.
If
That's
we
gonna
can't,
be.
if we can't get back to it, it was definitely a buffalo dip
Yes.
situation.
But if
You
we're
know?
trying to get back to it, we could jump in and start saying buffalo dip.
Right, and that's a way to kind of bring us all back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
gonna-
our safe word that we fucked up.
Yeah, but you make it sound so like not what it is right there.
But you went there, not me.
No, I don't know if it was your tone or just the way you said the words, which would be tone, but it gave me not. I don't know. Maybe because you just the word safe word. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, you had the muscle memory. He had
anyway.
a flashback last time we heard that one.
I saw. Yeah, you saw. He looked off in the distance. He just.
Did you? I'm guessing Eurotrip was based on his real life story.
No. What they based on me was well, the real story was it was Willy Wanker and the Chocolate Factory, right? But you know they turned it into a kids movie.
Okay, it looks like we're making a new movie.
Oh shit!
It's been made.
God damn.
That's not what I meant.
I'm just saying I can't star again.
I don't even want to ask what
Hey, look
position you had.
All of them. That's why.
He was the Chocolate Factory.
That's what I'm
No.
going.
No. I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep yes anding this or just let it die.
Well, it depends if you want to be Johnny Depp or Amber Heard. You can take a big shit now
What?
if you want.
I also don't understand the reference.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Right? I don't understand how would it might be one of them. I'm not trying to.
Okay, so Johnny Depp played Willy Wonka in the
No,
remake.
that
So you
part.
could keep going with the story.
Right.
Or you could be Amber Heard, who took a shit in his
On
bed
his-
when they were
yeah.
married, on the bed,
Oh.
and just kill it.
Okay, so see that's where I got weirded out.
And
or
that's
not
why it was
weirded
funny,
out.
because there's a chocolate factory shit in the bed.
Right, no, see, I thought you were trying to take it to Aquaman with
No.
Amber Heard. Because
Oh.
she...
Oh, because of his man crush. Oh, I got it.
Right. So that's where I kind
Oh,
of...
no, I wasn't being nice. I was trying to be funny.
That's why I was like, oh, like, you know, Amber Heard, Johnny
I mean,
Depp.
I know we
like-
can make the jokes now because the sun is blocking the erections, but like,
And it's happy about it, too.
I know it is. He's smiling. Wait till later, he won't
Hey,
be.
he's smiling my way too.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh,
Next week, there's going to be a hole drilled in it.
I think that hurt. There's gonna be a hole through it. We're gonna feed broken fucking watermelon in the kitchen.
Happy Ramadan, guys.
Speaking of which, I think today was the first day of Ramadan actually.
Oh, yeah, that's why I said it.
Thanks for catching my joke.
It's gonna be a week late.
And it's-
Next week is what it was.
As long as she's not a week late.
Absolutely. Not really a problem for me right now, though.
No.
I will not lower my standards. So, yeah, second dates. Are
You mean they're not swiping right?
No, I'm just saying second. It's all about second dates now, dude. I'm not even like into like the, oh hey, you know, long term, short term. I'm like, a worthy second date would be.
Well,
nice.
Venus is in retrograde. I mean, we saw the thing, this planet
Oh
today.
yeah, what's my palm say? Fuck. Oh yeah, my palm is saying that Aries and fucking Apollo are fighting in.
I just meant because it was actually
Joe's
pretty.
house.
I just meant because it was pretty looking.
It is.
Yes.
I look. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna,
I was making a joke on the way to say how pretty that was. That was
Right.
really cool to see today.
Yeah.
the moon does look really fucking cool right
Yeah.
now. It does. It's just
Yeah.
like that little sliver of a.
And then the big and Venus shining behind it, like.
Right. So it's funny. So my I got this cousin, right, and he works at an airport, and he was sending me a video of like he's like a ground crew type
Yeah.
dude, right? And he's sending me this video, and I'm just like waiting. Like there's this light, you know, I can see the moon, and I can see this light in front of the moon, right? And I'm thinking this is some fucking plane. There's just gonna be some like Die Hard shit's about to happen, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm just staring at this light, and it's not getting bigger. It's not getting smaller. It's way too high to be like a runway light. It's just no pole attached to it. Then all of a sudden, this fucking giant jet comes in from like screen left or whatever. I'm like, damn it. I'm like, dude, I thought something was happening with this thing. I thought like, you know, you were gonna tell me like, oh yeah, hey, like check this out or what, you know, like. He's just showing a plane that he was like working on. I'm like, oh, you know, it's cool as hell, man. Like, good for you. But like, you know, not out loud or in the text back to him, but I'm just like, well, what the fuck was that light? And then, you know, Joe told me it's Venus.
No, I mean, I was doing the same thing though when I was walking Bella. I was like, why is that plane not moving? That plane's not moving. That plane's not. And then I took pictures because it was pretty, and I get back and I'm like, oh, I just saw a planet.
How many people do you think are taking shots at it?
Right, and I was thinking the same thing. I was like, you guys got confused by it. Like, how many people are thinking that it's a fucking UFO just floating up there?
Goddamn drone.
Or a drone.
So speaking of talking about the jet, I don't know, made me think of Ethan Hawke. I saw this thing on TikTok. Did you know he was offered the role in Independence Day first?
Which role?
The original one.
The original one.
Will Smith part?
Yeah, he was offered the Will Smith part. He was talking about it was one of the roles he regretted most. He got the script. He's reading it with his buddy on the expressway driving, and they get to the part about E.T. phone home, the joke. He goes, this is the stupidest shit ever. It's never going to fucking sell. He's like, I threw it out the fucking car window on the fucking expressway. He goes like, and then all of a sudden it was 4th of July or something. Everybody wanted to see it. My kids want to see it. So we go to the theater, and he goes, and then he does the E.T. phone home joke, and everybody's basically giving a standing ovation in the audience of a theater because it was so fucking funny. And I'm sitting there slouched down in my chair like,
I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah. But I love hearing those things, actually.
Like, the voiceover starts. That was when I knew.
Yeah.
I fucked up.
But like when actors talk about it, I kind of like hearing that, like their reasoning why or what it was, and like.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, then, like picture it. Could you have pictured him being that role?
I heard a really good one today.
Okay.
All right, so you know how I tell you guys I listen to the alt rock morning show here at Q101, right? Love them. Morning show is awesome, right? So they got this guy who's kind of like their Mo.
Yeah.
Right. He's a younger dude, but he hasn't seen a lot of movies. He's more of a TV guy, right? So the host kind of got fed up with dropping movie quotes or you know like lines or whatever, and this kid not getting them, right? So they've been doing this thing where now they decide a movie he's going to watch, and he watches it, and he does a review on it every Friday. So the last 2 weeks he did Terminator 1 and 2, right? And one of the stats that came out during his review was that in the original Terminator movie, the guy that's like helping protect Sarah Connor from Arnold, the Terminator, he's also the dude that's he's Slider in Top Gun. He's Iceman's
I did
what
not
do they
know
call
that.
him? A wheel or rig or what do they call him?
His goose.
You're right, his Iceman's goose. So then it also went into fuck. I lost my train of thought.
So when you're thinking of your train of thought, when I went to
the Terminator in the second one was supposed to be fucking O.J. Simpson. James Cameron wanted O.J., but then they said that he was too likable.
Well, the exact wording was, he's so likable, no one could ever picture O.J. being a murderer.
Right. And he was
I feel like I remember that.
He was supposed to be the T2000 or T1000 in the second movie, like the cop, you know, like the liquid metal guy.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be OJ.
Which
I didn't hear it was supposed to be him. I heard it was supposed to be Schwarzenegger's role in the first one.
Oh, he was supposed to be.
So you might be right, but when in my head I thought it was the Schwarzenegger role.
You could be right. I could be wrong.
Either way,
the Schwarzenegger role.
I heard about the OJ thing being in
either
there.
way, it was supposed. They didn't hire him because they said no one could ever. He's so likable, no one could ever picture him being a murderer.
James Cameron wanted him, and like he had to be convinced that like you can't, and he was like, "Aw."
I don't remember the actor's name. The cop in the second one, his run was like a full fucking train like sprint that he fucking did.
Yeah, they talked
and
about
did
that
he
in
not
the
like
thing
beat
too.
fucking records and all that stuff? Like
No,
with
but
the run,
people
or-
made fun of him about it and
Uh,
like how like just like how slim and like unrealistic he looked, and he's
Right.
like, that was true because I was hungry. He's like, I was living in my car. I wasn't getting any rolls. Like I was starving, and that's why I looked like that.
And his
Well,
eyes are like cinematic.
And he's like, yeah, I did, but that was he's like,
but
I did.
he trained his run to be as robotic or as
Right.
inhuman as
Right.
possible with it. It was fucking crazy.
He was actually my favorite part about that movie.
Yes,
that
yeah.
run,
He was
it was
great,
that
yeah.
run actually.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that run was the best scene in that whole movie.
Yeah.
When we were little kids, Joe, if you wanted to run and fucking scare somebody, what did you do?
That.
You put your hands
Yup.
up like this.
It was our Naruto run.
Or what?
It's a thing kids do. Okay, hey, you got to show them, even if
is
it's a
that
little.
the
Naruto-
Area 51 run?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an anime where like they run basically with their arms like that. But yeah, it's that.
Yeah. Would that be our Naruto run?
I guess so. I guess so.
Sort of, but we would never think we could get past a bunch of armed Air Force dudes with machine
Well,
guns.
that was just a meme. Nobody was actually thinking that.
I got pretty close, man.
I mean, when,
They went
when,
over there and
when
they camped
Independence
out.
Day came out, we all did think about going.
Plane tickets were purchased.
No, there was actually large groups
There were
of
people there.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Yeah,
people that
people
went over
showed
there,
up.
but they stayed right out of the bounds of where you can get shot at. Basically, they just
Yeah,
camped out over there.
exactly.
Why? I mean, just keep pushing the people in the front,
Just Naruto's assholes right in front of you, right? At
right?
You
Right.
just see a mist.
that point, it's human shields.
Yeah.
That might work.
You just gotta be
I don't
careful
know if
who's in the
that'll work
front.
that
But it's like, you got miles of open desert before you get anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Fuck, how for how long can you do that run?
But
Gotta get enough people.
talking about Top Gun, years ago, not years, but before we did this and before you came back around, I went to Dublin to go watch the Northwestern game versus Nebraska with my family, right? Where our
Like
whole
on a TV, or they're like traveling.
where they travel and played.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's
so
cool.
my whole family went there. We were all there. We were all going to support
I was about to say,
Northwestern. And-
I didn't grow up rich,
Yeah.
so my parents didn't fly me to fucking Ireland to watch a basketball game that was being played in the U.S. That's why I was.
No. They were playing in Dublin. But a couple things that happened cool. But the night before, we're all at a bar. And I'm walking by the bar, and I see this guy. And I'm looking at him. And I go, man, you look really familiar. I know you. And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, how do I know you? He goes, well, back in the day, they used to call me Goose. And I'm like, holy shit. So I got a picture with him, and I go
Yeah.
back and tell my family, and they all thought I was drunk, and I didn't believe them. They didn't believe me. I showed them the picture, like, he was actually here. I'm like, he was just here. No one believed me. Like,
I have a similar story. I saw Kenny Powers at a bar, and we did a picture
Danny
where
McBride?
we were like, "You're fucking out" with our fingers.
Yeah.
It wasn't him. And I mean, but like, so when I first saw him, I was like, dude, like, and I was telling people, I'm like, dude, fucking Kenny Powers just walked in the fucking bar, dude, and nobody like is seeing it. Like, I don't know if anybody was really watching the show yet at that point, but I was like, no fucking way. I'm like, so like at some point I was like, fuck it, like I'm going up to him, and I went up to him like, dude, you look just like Kenny Powers. Can I get a fucking picture? I'm sure it's buried somewhere in my phone.
I got a John Wicks one.
We're like,
that.
you're fucking out. And like people, when I posted it on Facebook or wherever,
Yeah.
there were a lot of people that thought
Yeah.
it was him because of how much this dude
Oh, no shit.
I
resembled
love
him.
I love that show, by the way.
Yeah.
That show is
I mean,
amazing.
anything that dude does is just so fucking hilarious.
The Righteous Gemstones. Have you seen that?
I haven't yet.
Oh, my God. I think
And
they're bringing it back for another season, too, aren't they?
Yeah, I just saw a preview there. They go find John Goodman in Florida or some
Oh,
shit.
no. It's
They're
amazing. You
freaking
have
out,
to
but,
watch
like,
it.
all the previews I've seen, I've loved, and I've just never really like.
Worth
I have
it.
a hard time. Like, I don't really like watching a lot of these things like alone,
Yeah.
because sometimes like you want to laugh with somebody, right? And you're just like,
Yeah.
ha ha ha. Oh, there's nobody there.
Yeah. I do that all the time, and I realize Bella doesn't laugh with me.
Right? You know, fucking bitch. It's okay. She's a dog
Yeah. Female dog, too.
and female. I said
I
she.
experienced that when I was watching her over here and everything. Every time I looked, like, hey, that's funny, right? And I was like, yeah, you don't get
But
it.
she looks at you
yeah,
like...
look, stares at you. Like, the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Well, she acknowledges
Kangaroo?
you, but she's
Yeah.
like, you're not funny, motherfucker. Stop. You're not Jalot.
She's like, either pet me or leave me. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, my But it's funny when you're trying to meet funny people, random people, stuff happen. I remember when I was 19. I was at a bar with my girlfriend. We're hanging out at the bar, and I knew the bartender. That's why we were there, right? So we're sitting there. We're all sitting there drinking, and a little person in a full ducked out suit walks in the bar, and I go, "Holy fuck! Did you guys see the little person in the suit?" And the bartender goes, "Dude, you're fucking drunk. You're cut off." I'm like, "What the fuck? No, dude, seriously. They just walked in. They walked to the back. They go, you drink too fucking much. You're seeing things. You're fucking cut off." And my girlfriend's like, "Damn, dude, how fucked up are you?" I'm like, "I'm not. Literally, a little person just walked in a suit. Little black 3-piece suit." I'm like, "It was fucking, like, what the fuck? Like, how often do you see that in Chicago?"
It was like a leprechaun story.
Right now, I'm waiting for the...
And then, like, not maybe 15 minutes later, I'm
waiting
still
for
sitting
Joe
there.
to tackle him.
15 minutes later, I'm sitting there like, they still won't give me a drink. He comes back out from the back of the room. And the bartender, our friend, goes, "Oh my God, it's a little person! He's so fucking cute!" And starts screaming across the bar, and the whole bar looks at her. And I go, "I think you're cut off now."
Can I have a drink now? Joe's like, "Can I get my drink now?"
It reminds me of the fucking South Park episode of Cartman seeing the leprechaun, and then he makes a bet with Kyle to suck his balls.
Oh, yeah.
And he proves it.
I thought it was gonna be the diversity one where he like makes fun of the little guy. Look at his little suit. Look at his little this. Look at his little
Aren't you
that.
an angry little leprechaun? You're an angry little elf.
Right, he's like, "I'm gonna beat him up and teach him a lesson." Like, remember?
Oh,
That was good. That was a good one.
we are like 56, 57 minutes right now.
So what do you got?
Right here?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That kind of worked out perfect timing.
The timing was well.
Well played. Well done there, Mo.
I am.
It was all me, guys.
It was all you.
Yeah.
I mean, you just killed the mood at the perfect time.
Yeah.
You mowed it up.
I voted up.
You mowed it up.
Yeah.
So, any last second words from any of you guys?
Can you make sure you hand sanitize the sun before next episode?
No. No, I'm gonna make sure it's gonna be a lot of marks on there and everything. So many stains. Some of the flames might be snuffed out.
Is Scotch Guard? Is that like a spray? Is
I don't
that
know.
Something like I feel
I know
like
duct tape closed his mouth though.
We talking about the sculpture
The
or more?
sun or me? What?
It works for either.
What the fuck?
You know, 'cause I mean, part of me feels like he would probably put duct tape around the hole that he drills.
So we can't see it.
I was thinking so that he doesn't cut his.
You're gonna cut the dick, yeah. Come on.
Damn, I'm thinking about covering up the aftermath. You're thinking about protecting the wand.
No, that's the is it who was it us that were talking about this last summer? Did I see this on a movie or a show where like apparently if you put you're supposed to put duct tape around the glory hole so you don't cut your dick while you put it in there. I
That
forgot
sounds
what the
like
fuck
your
it was.
personal experience.
Pro tips.
Yeah, right.
Pro tips from Mo. And on that, I'm Mike.
What?
This was fucking around. Thanks for
I'm
fucking
Joe.
around with us.
I think it was the Whitest Kids You Know episode. It was a joke about that.
He's still thinking about
Yeah.
glory holes.
I am.
Thanks for effing around with us.
Mo, Mike, and Joe, thank you for effing around with us. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks for finding out.
Sounds good. They're supposed to be lower.